Welcome back, everybody, to our campus here at Holy Cross Lutheran. In the last couple of days, we've gotten some good news from both state and local authorities indicating that we can now come back into our places of worship under certain guidelines and join together in our faith communities and worship as we have done similarly in the past, but a little differently now in the days ahead. So we've decided to make a short video for you today to know what to expect when you come back to our church service when we begin the first Sunday of June, June the 7th, about 10 days from today. So when you first come here into the parking lot, we're going to ask that you don't park too close to the people next to you. We have a nice big parking lot here. Not all of the parking spaces are clearly marked, but you should be able to find a spot that's not too close to someone else. And we encourage you to get to church a little earlier than you might, especially the first Sunday we come back together, as there will be some new things we're doing here that may not be too familiar to you. Once you get out of your car, we're going to ask that you put on your mask. And as you put your mask on, make your way to our stairs. And as you come up the stairs, you will find that we have some documents posted here. So if there's any confusion or any questions you have as you come in to this door here, and the same is over on our other door, it has all of the points that are the major points we want you to understand due to the COVID restrictions that have been outlined at this time. When you come in, there will be someone here to say hi to you, but they will not be doing handshakes or fist pumps or elbow bumps or whatever it is. Everyone will be maintaining a social distance with their masks on at this point, and you will find your way in here. For those of you who enjoy the portals of prayer, we have a table set up here that have both the portals of prayer smaller version and the large version as well. You are welcome to pick one of these up on the way in, but we ask that you hold on to it and not to put them back. After you've taken a look at this table here, as you prepare to go into the sanctuary, we have a station here. And since we will be taking communion together on our first Sunday back, we have prepared little packets. They'll be in little sandwich bags like this, probably a little smaller than this. And in there you will find we'll have a cup of wine that's been sealed and bread. And when we come to the place of communion, you will stay in your seat and you will take these out and we will all partake together. I'll also make mention of this in our first service back, so if there's any confusion, you'll know what to do. Please take one per person and take them with you into the pew. And after you leave, put them back into the little bag that we have here for you, and either put them in one of our receptacles here, or you can just take them home with you. We also will have a large print version of our service for a few of you. Not everyone necessarily needs one, but we'll have that too. Again, take this if you desire, and make sure not to leave it in the pew when you're done. Take it home with you, or you can put it into the receptacle at the end. And we also have sanitizer here with the pump, and if you feel the need to sanitize your hands on the way in or out, you're welcome to do so here. Also, we will not be taking the offering during the regular service. We're simply going to ask that you place your offering in here as you exit at the end of the service. So let's go into the sanctuary and see that there's a few little differences there we'd like you to know about. First of all, we want you to know that we're going to be distancing, and so not every pew will be available in which to be seated. Ushers will be here on that Sunday, June the 7th, and they will escort you in and come with you and show you where you may be seated. We have taped off the pews that we don't want people to be seated, and then we will place people or ask them to sit one or two per pew. And we should have plenty of room for our church size at this time. Also, just be aware that we're not going to have an adult Bible class after church service. Our Wednesday night services are going to be discontinued also over the summer. and there will be no Sunday school, at least at this time. Most likely we will continue to do it this way until the end of summer, right around Labor Day. We'll just take this a step at a time and see how it goes. Now, as the one who will be leading the service, your pastor, I will not be doing the service as I have typically done right down here on the main floor. I will be providing all of the liturgy from up in the sanctuary. When you have been seated, we're going to invite you to take your mask off. Once you've been seated, you can take your mask off. And we're going to ask during the worship service that you can put the mask back on when we sing. We'll have several hymns as we normally do during the services. And when we begin our singing, it has been demonstrated and suggested that it would be best for those who want to sing out loud to put your mask back on, and once you've completed your song, you can take the mask back off. Our liturgy that we have during the service and normal speaking voice should be fine to have your mask off. You're welcome to wear your mask the whole time. There's no problem. If you decide you need to get up during the service, we simply ask you to put your mask back on for whatever reason you need to leave the sanctuary. And so that's the mask requirement as far as we know at this point. Now, during the service, we will be celebrating communion. Our communion will be set up as it typically is on the altar. And as I said before, I will be doing all of the liturgy from up in this area. Our first Sunday back, most likely myself and Deacon Bill will be doing the readings ourselves, and we'll just see how that goes as the weeks unfold. But for right now, all of the readings will be up on our screens, and all of our liturgical responses will be there as well, including the liturgy of Holy Communion. Now, when we come towards the end of the service, as we're singing the last hymn, I will be exiting and putting my mask on and going around to where you originally came in. And I will be greeting you there, again, not with a handshake or any measure of closeness. I'll just simply thank you for coming and reconnect with you a little bit. And you are invited to fellowship with one another. Probably in the best place to do that would be out in the parking lot area, because we have a nice big space and you can do that fairly easily. I'm sure there's going to be more questions that come up as we go along. We're all kind of learning this together. But what a joy it is for us as God's holy church on earth, and as a wonderful community of Holy Cross, that we now once again, after 11 weeks or whatever it's been, get an opportunity to come back and to worship as a family again. I look forward to seeing you soon. Please come prepared, and don't forget your mask when you come. We'll look forward to seeing you soon. God be with you.